Connie with SimplySimpleStamping.com. Hey, thanks so much for joining me in my Make It in Minutes mini series. This is called Stylized Birthday. Now, earlier in the last couple weeks, I have shared 4 simple, fast, minimal supply cards with you. And now today, I'm going to share with you a great little box that you can create. And check this out. It's just got a belly band on it. Inside, we have our 4 cards and some matching envelopes. So easy and fast to make. This just slides back on. Let me get to sharing with you how to create our fabulous gift box. As I said, minimal supplies. We don't want to have to bring out a lot of things when we're making a project in minutes. Now, our gift box today, this is the Blushing Bride cardstock. I have that cut at 7.5 inches by 11 inches. I have a piece of the Falling in Love Designer Series paper. This is the one that has kind of the little checkerboard pattern on the back. This is cut 1 3/4 by 12 inches. I have a piece of Very Vanilla cardstock that is 3 inches by 3 inches. And then I also just have a Blushing Bride bow that is the Blushing Bride 3/8 inch satin stitched ribbon. I'm going to be using my Simply Scored board to do the scoring for our box. But remember, you can also use the scoring blade on your Stampin' trimmer. Guys, very simple measurements. I'm going to do 3/4 of an inch. I've got the 7.5 inch side up here at the top. And then I'm also going to score at 6 3/4 inches. Rotate that around and we're going to score at 2 1/4 inches, 3 inches, 7.5 inches, and 8 1/4 inch. I got that little edge there, didn't I? We're now going to do a little bit of trimming. So we're going to start here on the short end. And I'm going, you can, when I say short, this has a much deeper pocket there on the end. And I'm going to cut right along the score lines. And I actually want to cut the score line off. So we want that to completely come off. I'm just going to angle this. And you see I'm cutting from the inside to the outside, kind of cutting out just a little wedge. This is going to help my box go together very nicely. Let's rotate it around. Let's repeat it on this square as well. Great, we have that one done. Now the 2 little squares that I have here, we want to completely cut those off. We want to completely get them cut all the way out of there. And so I'm going to give that just kind of a little bend so that I can see that score line. And then we're just going to trim this off completely. There we go. Those are gone and we have these mitered. We're now going to come along and we're going to fold all of our score lines and give them a nice crease. The bone folder is perfect for this because when it comes to boxes, we really do want a nice firm crease. We want a good hard crease. We don't want soft edges on a box. The area with our tabs, that is the bottom of the box. I'm going to add some fast fuse here to the tabs. I've got the fast fuse there. Before I adhere that down, I'm going to flip this over and I want to add fast fuse here to these tabs as well. Fast fuse is a really good, strong adhesive. It's going to hold this together really well. Now, what I want to do is I've got these tabs to the inside. Let's adhere those. And let me flip this up so you can see. We want to focus on getting a nice, clean edge right here. So just bring those together until they line up well. Now we're going to do the same thing here to our flaps. We're just going to bring that around, again, making sure we're staying nice and straight with the bottom so that we have a nice edge. Let's repeat that. I wanted to show you that I did stamp on my envelopes. You notice the Y comes off. So I did open that up so I could stamp the happy birthday on all of the envelopes. We're going to put those in. I've got my 4 cards here. All right, now we need a way to hold this closed. And guys, our designer series paper is going to make a great, great belly band. So what I'm going to do, I'm basically just going to do my best to center this up. I don't have to go crazy. We're going to be covering it up just like that. Now, I'm going to give this just kind of a nice little crease here with my fingers. I want this to be somewhat loose. It needs to be able to slide on and off. So you notice, not super tight. I've got that. Let me move this out of the way. Once I have those crease marks in there, I can now come back bring in that bone folder, and I can give them a nice crease. Now, you might recall when we made this card that you could do the happy birthday with just a plain square, or you could use the stitch shaped framelits. We're going to do that exact same thing. So I have a 3x3 piece of vanilla cardstock. If you are not going to be using the framelit, you're going to want to cut that down to 2 3/4 inch square. But if you are going to be using the stitch framelits, and just a reminder, it is the largest square in the pack. So I'm going to run that through the Big Shot because I do like that little bit of a decorative edge. I'm going to bring in the same soft suede ink pad we've been using and the Stylized Birthday stamp that we've been using. We're going to stamp that in this square, and as I mentioned in the previous video, the edge of that Y is going to hit the edge of that cardstock, so just be aware when you stamp this. There we go. All right, now we can put our box together. So what I want to do is I'm going to put some fast fuse adhesive here on these edges. And I'm just going to put one strip here. We're going to add one strip here. This is such a good strong adhesive. I know it's going to hold on to this beautifully. Let me slide my box back on. And now we can simply add our happy birthday right here to the center. And now let's add the one last thing this box needs, and that is that satin stitched bow. So simple to do with Stampin' Up! Glue dots. I absolutely love these. I just take the bow, press it onto a glue dot, lift, and stick. Well, there you have it. That is a fabulous little way to package up those cards. Now, guys, this was a really simple project. I definitely wanted to make it in minutes, but feel free to embellish this up. Have some fun. Do some stamping, add some different designer series paper, and really make it beautiful. But when you need it in a hurry, it's nice to know that this option is there. Now, if you would like to see any of the supplies I used to create the box, not a problem. Head over to simplysimplestamping.com. Just look for the March 23rd, 2017 blog post. I'll have the box there. And then all the supplies that I used, there's just pictures. Click a pic. You'll be able to go right to the online store and order what you need. Thank you guys so much for being a part of the Stylized Birthday mini series. I had a great time creating these cards for you and the packaging as well. Thank you again so much for being a part of the video series. We'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.